Guys, I want to talk about Streamlabs Prime. I've had it for just under 12 months. There's a couple of things I like, there's a couple of things I don't, but I want to go over what my thoughts have been like after using it for the last 12 months. What's going on, guys? My name is Kyle and welcome back to the Game Department. Today, we're going to talk about what it's like to have a Streamlabs Prime subscription and what it actually does for you. So let's just jump into it. Now, for those of you that are unaware, having a Streamlabs Prime subscription gives you a couple of benefits over being a regular Streamlabs user. Some of these benefits include better merch options, a website, or a bunch of different themes and overlays to use on your live stream. If you want to see a more elaborate breakdown of what actually comes with a Streamlabs Prime subscription, I'll leave a link up the top here. This is a video I posted, pretty much goes through everything that comes with a subscription. But today I wanted to talk about what I think after using it for the last 12 months. Now, I'm pretty sure I speak for everybody when I say this. When you first start off a live stream, spending money on a subscription every month is kind of spooky, especially if you're not making any money from your streams. Outlaying initial cost is a bit of a daunting thing. And I get it, I was in exactly the same position. It took me a couple of months of streaming before I actually subscribed to this service, but I think back then, it was probably the best decision I could have made. And I want to tell you why. Back when I started the stream, I had absolutely no experience with video creation, no experience with live streaming. I had literally no idea what to do. I didn't know how to use OBS. I didn't know how to set up a stream. I was flying completely blind and binge watching a lot of YouTube videos to sort of work out what I had to do. Since the start of my streaming journey, I've always used Streamlabs OBS just because I felt it to be the easier software for me to understand. If you're getting into streaming and you're not sure which program you should use, I would highly suggest you at least look into Streamlabs OBS. I'm not sponsored by them or made to say any of this sort of stuff, but when I first started, it was absolutely a game changer for me, and it just streamlined the whole process. So before I actually went ahead with getting a Prime subscription, the stream had multiple different looks. It had changed so many times trying to find a look that I liked and a design that I liked and just something that flowed in the way that we wanted it to look. And that was hard. I would literally spend hours going through different PNG files, different borders, so many different things, downloading weird packs from websites for camera overlays, just a bunch of different things to try and make the stream look unique to me and work within the brand that I was trying to create. So the fact that having a Streamlabs Prime subscription meant I had access to all of these different themes and all of these different looks was really appealing. One of the other key things that really drew me to subscribe was the fact that I would have my own website. It would host all my merch, it would host all of my links for social media, it would have everything all in one spot, and I had no experience in running a stream, let alone creating a website. So for me, I could have access to merch, I could make a really easy basic website, I could have good overlays for my stream. It was a bit of a no-brainer. So I went ahead and got the subscription, and initially it was perfect. It was fantastic. I made so many tweaks. I finally found an overlay that I really liked. It fit the brand. Everything was all in one spot. We made our first line of merch, which was amazing and weird and incredible. And it was perfect. It was really, really good. Having all of that stuff organized early was a blessing. It meant that the more we grew, the easier it was for us to maintain our community, to show our community where else we are online. We can direct people in the right way and nobody got lost in the process. So now that I've used this service for close to 12 months, am I going to stop it? No, but I have had to make some tweaks and some changes to make the subscription better suit our brand and suit the direction that we're going. Now, obviously these aren't going to be applicable to everybody, but in my situation, I had to go and make an external website. I had to get a separate website that I could direct people to, direct potential partnerships, show some new business. I wanted to show that to a more professional looking landing page instead of a page that had all of our merch, all of our stuff, all listed on the very front of it, as well as a preview of our live stream. Not that your Streamlabs Prime website looks bad, but it's not what I wanted. So I went to Squarespace and I made a website called thegamedepartment.com. That is our main focus. If a new brand tries to Google us or find us or see any of our information, that is where they're directed to. They get a nice professional landing page. It looks really good. It has breakdowns of everything that we do. You find out everything that we're about, and it has a link to our merch store. So now our Streamlabs Prime website is just our merch store. We link from our main website to this website, which is now tgd-store.com, where we host all of our merch. It's all directly integrated with Streamlabs. All the alerts still come up on the stream as they would normally. Everything is still organized exactly the same as it was before I got the Squarespace website, but they're two separate things. We have one thing for our merch in our stream, and then we have a website that we can direct people to and give them a really good look of what the game department is. Now, as I said, this situation is not going to affect everybody, but if you are wanting a website to look a little bit more polished, a little bit more professional, going to an external source may definitely be the way to go. Now that the website's out of the way, I want to talk about merch. The merch experience with a Streamlabs Prime subscription has been amazing. It's been amazing. We're currently on our second line of merch. It has been so easy to organize and have literally had very few problems. Streamlabs have done a really good job of updating new products, keeping everything fresh, making sure that the user experience is easy, which is one of the best parts of using their merch option. Since starting the merch, we've done 2 lots of giveaways, and in both of those giveaway situations, it's gone straight from Streamlabs directly to our giveaway winners in our community, and there's been no issues, which is great. But there has been one issue that has kind of annoyed me. If you go to a merch store, you pick a design, you pick a color, and you pick a size that you want, you make that order, your money gets deducted from your account, as every sort of retail experience would be anyway. The issue comes when there's no stock of that size, of that color. What happens is your order gets canceled. It doesn't tell you that it's going to be canceled. It doesn't give you pre-warning that there's no stock available. All it will do is cancel your order. You will then have to wait for Streamlabs to refund your money, so you have no order, your money's not in your account, and you're just stuck there. You have no idea why. And I find that really, really frustrating. I haven't run into this issue a whole lot, but the second line of merch that we made, I tried to order some for myself so I could physically show it on stream and show people the new designs that we've been working on. And I tried it 3 individual times. I tried different colors, I tried different sizes, and every single time it would be cancelled. The fact that there's been no stock is not an issue to me. I understand that 2020's been hard. We've gone through a global pandemic, stock has been hard to get, people have been working at 50% capacity within their business. I get that. I totally understand that. The issue comes when there's no pre-warning to the customer before they make the purchase, and there's no explanation as to why. I had to email customer service every single time to find out why the order was cancelled. It wasn't until the 3rd email response that I received from Streamlabs, they explained, if there's no stock, the order gets cancelled. All I would like to see from Streamlabs is just, if there's no stock on that specific color or size, don't allow it to be purchased. I know I might be nitpicking here, and when I ordered the merch for myself, it was not that big of a deal because it was my merch that I was ordering for me, just to show people on stream. My big concern is that when one of our community members feels inclined to buy a hoodie or buy a hat or show some support to the brand and to the channel and to the work that we're putting in, for them to have a cancelled order and no explanation, to then have to message me and be like, hey, help. And I can't physically give them an answer. I can't tell them why. I have no idea, because Streamlabs don't provide that information. All they need to do is just remove that add to cart button if there's no stock of that product. I know that the processes behind that on the website probably aren't the easiest thing, and stock fluctuates so much that it's hard to maintain and it's hard to know exactly how much stock you have, but it's something that I think they definitely need to work towards. If that was implemented tomorrow and that issue would never ever happen again, I don't think I'd have to think twice about using Streamlabs Prime for that service. But making sure that our community has all the information they need when they make a purchase is my top priority. Now that I've had my rant about the merch issue, what do I think about Streamlabs Prime as a service after using it for a year? Do I suggest it? Absolutely. Is it something that I'm going to use forever? I don't know. The best thing about Streamlabs at the moment is they are listening to people when they're giving advice. They're making the changes that they need to make. I hope they make changes about the add to cart merch situation, but I'm not here to push the envelope. But if they do continue to listen to people, make the changes that they need to, I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to continue to use this service. I will pay my monthly subscription fee without hesitation, because the ease that comes with using Streamlabs Prime has been super simple for me. I really haven't had any issues beside the cancel order situation. They've added a bunch of new features like making thumbnails for your YouTube videos, changing and making a logo within the Streamlabs Prime website dashboard. There's just so many different things that they've added to the service that almost makes it like this one-stop shop for beginner creators. When I first started, I had no idea, and I like to think that now I have a little bit more education towards the stuff that I'm trying to achieve. And Streamlabs Prime really helped me do that. Now, like I said before, everybody's situation is different, everybody's circumstances are different, but if you are on the fence about whether you should or shouldn't get a Streamlabs Prime subscription, I definitely suggest you think about it. Even if you just try the subscription for 1 or 2 months, see how it goes, test the waters. If it's for you, fantastic. If it's not, you have no obligation to resubscribe. But at least you know you tried it out, you tested it out, and then you can come back to my YouTube videos and grill me for giving you bad advice. But in all seriousness, I'm super happy with the way that it's been for the last 12 months. I'm definitely gonna keep it for another 12 months and just see what we can do. On a side note, for those of you that have been here for the last 12 months, we had our 12-month anniversary stream on Twitch 2 days ago, which is twitch.tv/The Game Department. And I just want to say thank you. I know that we aren't the biggest community on the internet. We're definitely not the smallest community on the internet, but I love you all very much. And I wanted to say thank you so much for your support and just genuinely being fantastic people. Now, before I start sobbing like a child, if you liked this video, don't forget to leave it a thumbs up. Also, subscribe. We post videos every week, and you don't want to miss out. If you want to find us on any other social media, I will leave the links to all of them below. You can search The Game Department pretty much everywhere, and you can find us on Twitter. You can find us on TikTok. You can find us on Instagram. Anywhere with a search bar, search The Game Department. I'm sure you'll find us everywhere. If you want to come and join our fantastic Discord community, I will leave a link to our server below. We talk about games, we talk about memes, we talk about streaming, and we talk about how big my forehead has gotten now that my hair is getting tied up. Other than that, I'm going to leave you to it. I hope you had a good morning. I hope you have a good night. Bye.